Think about the financial mistakes you've made, the credit card debt that piled up, or the EMI cycle that felt impossible to escape. Most of us want something different for our children, but we rarely change the way we talk about money at home. For decades, the standard school curriculum has largely ignored practical literacy. Your child might learn the formula for compound interest in a classroom like this, but they won't be taught how to actually apply it to a budget or a tax return. The first 3 months of a first job are a high-stakes window. Without a prior plan, the sudden influx of income often leads to immediate lifestyle creep, setting a standard of spending that becomes much harder to break once fixed costs like rent or loans are locked in. Because institutions leave this gap in knowledge, a child's financial survival depends on the home. The most lasting lessons they receive won't come from a textbook, but from observing how you handle a bill or plan a purchase. To see how much of a difference time makes, let's look at the math behind a small, consistent contribution. 500 rupees a month invested at a 12% return rate. If a 10-year-old starts today, 50 years of compounding turns a small monthly sum into 6.59 crore rupees. But if they wait until age 30, with only 30 years to grow, the investment reaches just 63 lakhs. That's a difference of nearly 6 crore rupees. The contribution amount and the return rate didn't change. The only variable was the date they started. This illustrates that time is the most effective wealth-building tool available. Starting these conversations in early childhood isn't just about discipline, it's about maximizing that window of growth. For children aged 3 to 5, money is an abstract concept. You have to make it tangible. Let them handle physical coins and notes so they can associate these objects with the exchange of value for things they see in a store. At this age, they are hyper-aware of your reactions. If you respond to every utility bill with visible stress or anger, they begin to associate money with anxiety rather than planning. Between ages 6 and 8, you can introduce a regular allowance. Keep this pocket money separate from chores or behavior. You are providing a sandbox for them to practice management, not a bonus for performance. The 3-jar system provides a simple framework for that allowance. 30% goes to a save jar for long-term goals, 60% to a spend jar for immediate wants, and 10% to a give jar to make sharing a financial habit. If they blow through their spend jar in 2 days and can't buy a toy on Friday, resist the urge to refill it. Experiencing the natural consequence of being broke at age 7 builds the impulse control and delayed gratification they'll need when the stakes involve real credit limits later in life. For preteens, the best classroom is your daily routine. Narrate your financial decisions as you make them, so they can see the logic behind a no or a yes. Take them grocery shopping and have them compare unit prices. Ask them to determine if a larger, more expensive pack of flour actually offers a better price per kilo than the smaller one. Give them a hard budget at a restaurant or during a festival. When they have to stay within a fixed limit, they are forced to distinguish between what they truly need and what they merely want. Use local businesses to explain basic profit margins. If a vendor at a tea stall like this sells 50 cups a day with a 20 rupee profit on each, walk your child through the math of how that income covers the stall's costs and the vendor's home life. These conversations demystify where money comes from and where it goes. It replaces the idea of infinite money with a clear understanding of economic reality. Teenagers need to understand the mechanics of a paycheck before they receive one. Explain the gap between gross and net salary, showing how taxes and provident fund deductions will affect their actual take-home pay. Go over a real credit card statement together. Point out the interest charges and the minimum payment trap to show how quickly debt grows when it isn't cleared in full every month. Consider opening a joint investment account. Start a small SIP and an index fund together so they can see their own money moving with the market in real time. Discuss the danger of lifestyle inflation. Establish the habit now that when income increases, the majority of that raise should go towards savings rather than a more expensive lifestyle. By giving them hands-on experience with investments and debt mechanics now, you ensure they treat their first salary as a tool for growth rather than just disposable income. Try integrating older children into a monthly family money date. Reviewing household goals and progress toward big purchases together makes them feel like part of a team. Many parents hide financial reality to protect their children, But explaining why a purchase is being postponed to build an emergency fund actually teaches responsibility and resilience. When children understand the trade-offs behind a family's financial choices, the concept of easy money or high-interest loans loses its appeal. They grow up seeing finance as a series of calculated decisions rather than a mysterious source of stress. To help you start these conversations, comment Next Gen Wealth below. I'll send you a kids' money education kit with jar templates, age-specific trackers, and conversation starters. Financial literacy is a skill that compounds over a lifetime. Join us at RS The Trust Hub, and let's give the next generation a head start on their journey.